Hello, everybody. Um, yeah, I want to first to begin with that today in the Orthodoxy, very special day today. Today it's the day of the Holy Spirit. So take a little minute to reflect on the Holy Spirit, because through the Holy Spirit we are receiving some informations. And today's kind of like work into the shadow, it's actually blessed by the Holy Spirit from within you, because the Holy Spirit help us to connect with the spirit and the soul from within us, so we can go into the rising and the higher vibrations, guys. I want to say also a thank you to all of you that's been so generous. And this morning, I received a vision to reinvest into the channel, to do something about for the channel, and it was given me the glimpse to get a TV. So I went first of all to buy a second-hand TV, and I plugged it in, but there was an issue with the TV, so I went and returned it, and I put the same amount of money into a brand new TV that you guys seen it here. So I would like to say thank you, because with this, I can show you a better picture for you guys, and better things to do, be done for it. And also I put into money towards the channel to be, because that's where this mostly come from. And I would like to say thank you to all of you being here with me, because this we expanding. And the shadow work today, again, is not coincidence today, the date that we're doing this video. And when you understand that this video is very special, and particularly, I want you to thank yourself that you're here, because you did humongous amount of shadow work in you. Humongous. You did something tremendous. You did something beautiful from within, because there might be a people out there who, that even you told them about the shadow work from within, they didn't did anything. They didn't work on it. They didn't put the effort on it. And don't feel sorry about them. It's their time, their divine timing that will be with us. They will be whatever there is. They will be doing the right thing. And I would like to say and recognize here Jenny. She sent me a text over the Facebook about a person who blowed up the chat on the YouTube. And I want to say thank you for you guys keeping that up, because we are a group here. We are all working up here. I managed to spoke to that person, and I kind of like calmed down that person, and I told them, listen, just listen this meditation and focus on you. Okay, just calm down first thing, and remove the focus from your twin flame, wherever it's going on. Go back inwards. Okay, to go back from within, because that's where the place you do the shadow work. All right. So let's say who's in the chat here. I know who is in chat. Hi Josh, hi Jenny, hi CJ, hi Margaret, hi Ray Skywalker, and may the force be with us, may the love be with us. Yes. Hi Diana, and hi CF, CJ, beloved Empress, Kritika Saxena. Hi, thank you for being here. Okay, I'm glad you could help her. Was a worry, because I could feel her energy. Love crosses all bridges. Exactly, Jenny. And my heart goes with you, and thank you. Thank you for it, because I was going all day with a lot of energies, and even my daily astrology report got delayed from all days, but managed to do all. Thank you. I'm taking a shower, but that's how it goes. But today we are going to talk about the shadow. All right. Shadow work. What is it? The shadow work. What do we did throughout the years as you grow up and you look and you begin to understand more and more and more. You did some work on to improve yourself. You might improve your personal skills. You might improve your professional skills. You might improve your communication skills, any skills that would. But you also improve the skills from within, cutting up your red flags from within. You changed. But the biggest shadow work it begins to be done once you awaken. Once you begin to be awakened to a level you never done before. That happens when you meet a soulmate, a twin flame, and a person who ignites your soul on fire. So once the soul is lit on fire, now you begin to digging in a grounding it out, the real shadow work from within you. All right. So what is a shadow work? The shadow work is done within the unconscious mind. It's to uncover the parts you hiding from yourself. That's what this shadow work is. But the shadow work, it's also, you might not realizing, it's once you get an awaken, you open up your unconscious or subconscious mind from within, and you shine the light from within yourself that helps you to uncover the unused potential of yourself within your own brain. You expanding the capacity of looking from within. And what I'm talking about this is I would suggest you to go ahead and find the movie Lucy for it. You go ahead and watch that movie. That can explain you the part of the shadow work. In the movie was explained through a chemical, okay, but in reality, that is a the love from within. That is a this love that you feel, and you increase your vibrations as she did in the movie. You increase your vibrations, and you reach the new potential. The shadow work begins when you decide that you want to grow, you want to evolve. Before you will awaken, uh, I know every one of you here, if some of you sharing this, every one of you here before awakening, you did something. You might not realize it, what you did, but you said something to yourself, and that might sound like, I had enough, I'm not happy. I had enough. This is not the life I imagined. I had enough. This is not what I thought it would be a life. There is something I am not understanding. I'm not happy. You want to be happy. The moment you do this, you begin your shadow work. You begin to deep connections from within that you never did look from before. That's what your shadow work is. Because right now, you decide at that moment in time of space, you to go ahead and look deeply within your own darkness, deeply of the things that you abandon yourself, deeply from you gave up your time, effort, and energy, but still something is not right. Still something is not satisfied. Still something is not make you happy. What's that? Your soul. And the moment you do this, it begins the process that the soul says, okay, you finally turn to me. Now let me take the lead. I will connect you to God. That's probably a moment that you turn into a religion, you turn to a spirituality, you kind of like begin to turn and begin to feel things a little different in life. You begin to search for something. You don't know what it was searching for. You might be had a dreams or something, but that's what this is. Until that search begin, because you investing energy into this shadow work. Now that shadow work uh, grows, and you begin to shine the light of things you put it in the shadow that was hidden in there, things that you know all the time. Josh, 11:11, always on time. Yes. Um, beautiful, beautiful. 11:11, exactly. Um, and during this moments of shining the light, all of a sudden something happened. You either meet someone, or you begin to be a very enlightened, and your vibrations begin to increase. All of a sudden, your vibrations are higher, and you begin to feel the vibrations. The reason you feel the vibrations because you finally stop disagreeing with yourself. You let it go of what society told you on unconscious level. You haven't totally unconscious this yet. All right. That is the shadow that you walk into. That is the shadow world from within. You just begin to crawl in there, to walk into the crawl space, okay, within your um, unconscious world that it's full with things, full with information, things that you haven't enlightened yet. So during this process of this shadow work, all of a sudden you change. People see you different. It's like, what did you do to yourself? They feel the vibrations different within you, and you're looking for something. You're looking someone to understand you, someone to brings you up higher. You're looking for someone that can ignite you, someone who can ignite your love in the soul, so you can open that portions from within yourself as evolution. And once you do that, you begin to the path of the enlightening yourself. You shine the light when before there was darkness. You shine the light of the things that were bad. Okay. Part of the inner work that it is you see your own behaviors. Maybe you were having a bad behaviors. Maybe you were a bad person. Maybe you were not a good father or parent or husband. Or you may see that there is something in your family is not right, simply because you were blind. You were blindfolded all those years. You are blindfolded from programming. You are blindfolded from society. You are blindfolded. And here is you increasing this connection with God from within, and all of a sudden, poof, at someone in front of you who is the same way like you, someone who has the same vibration, and you ignite your soul, and you begin to look what real love is. You're going into the path of the twin flame, and you begin to understand things you never understood before. You open the gate to your walking into your unconscious or subconscious mind from within you, that it's full of knowledge from the universe. But guess what? You haven't discovered it till this moment yet. Now, with this looking from within, you decide to do one thing. You're going to do the shadow work by yourself or with help of someone. Then, by looking at the shadow work, you begin to understand and review everything in your life from today to the moment you were a child. all your experiences, they're kind of like a passing through, and now you understand where was your red flags, and you begin to do this shadow work from within of correcting your own self. Okay, now the shadow works that begins from within empowers more and more your soul. You learn to let it go of old things. You learn to trust of the new way, and you surrender to that love within the soul. And that is one of the tremendous shadow work you will do. You learn little step by steps every time, every new level, every new step into your subconscious or unconscious mind. You walk in with more power within. You walk more towards it, and you shining light, and you rediscover what has been hidden from within you. What are you made of? You discover connection with universe. You discover that you have telepathy. You discover that you have these energies from within that they are way too powerful. You begin to understand new laws. You understand the parts of give and take. You understand the part of karma, cause and effect. You understand unconditional love, to love for no reason. You learn things far, far beyond your previous version of yourself. But now doing and grinding it out, this shadow works, okay? You also do one thing, you evolve. And when you evolve, you fall in love with your own self. You learn how to love yourself. Over this shadow work of grinding it out, uh, there is a lot of problems. There is a lot of cries. There is a lot of healing, a lot of pain, a lot of love, a lot of everything. And some of the people uh, get stuck mentally on this process. And sometimes, if you catch people who are mentally stuck, they need someone to help them or push them or moving or something. But there is a people who actually continue to do the next steps of the shadow work. Okay, they do it on their own because self evolution is self mastery. It is the best shadow work you will ever do. The shadow work is done in every levels of existence on every dimensions. Okay, it's not only like it in the one dimensions. You always have a traits of the shadow from within. Okay, we are not capable of getting to this 100% capacity of our brain. We are cannot handle this at the present moment, but we are going there. Okay, with these vibrations we are going into, but it has to have a strong mentality and understanding and connection with universe of these processes to come and happen simultaneously in synchronizations from within. When people put their ego and they want to know this knowledge and everything else, there is begin a problem because you're out of alignment. You you're out of alignment of this shadow work. For Ray, he has a TF mission activating, wanting and working to become a better person of self. Yes, exactly. Because twin flame journey. By the way, I love you guys. Um, the twin flame journey is one of the most powerful thing because it's the shadow work of learning love. And I am kind of like a disappointed that this love should have been, or at least the knowledge of this love should have been given us thousands of generations prior. But guess what? The ego interfere, and now the love is something else. The love is control, the love is money, the love is material things, the love is manipulation, the love is something else, but not what it is. Um, Last night I spoke with someone for about 2 hours, and I'm very proud of this person because he did tremendous shadow work. Known her for years, and I was impressed. I was blown away how one person can change so much. Person who has no more filters, person who can tell you everything about themselves without fear. And the shadow work is this: you don't have a fear to walking into the unknown, walking into your unknown parts of your own self, walking into the truth, to be a vulnerable, okay? But walking as you own the place because you own your shadow work. You own that place, okay? So once you decide to do this inner work, uh, be compassionate to yourself, but also be aware of that if there is any inner work that needs to be done and stopping you, preventing you from going into the grinding this out shadow job from within you, uh, you have to look deep, deep in you, because there could be a lot of things preventing you to go to this shadow work. That could be a family, that could be a material possessions, survival mode. You need to understand that people on survival mode, they focus more of surviving and thriving. Okay, and currently most of the population on Earth, they are in survival, victimized mode. I am the victim of consequences of my life. Instead of being the survival mode, if they look into the soul, they could be a thriving and focus of the things to be on proper way. And uh, hi Denise, thank you for being here. Diana, shadow work in my experience is also purity of vulnerability where a dark energies attack. You have to learn how to protect yourself. Same is personally well known. Hi Lisa, thank you for being here. Diana, yes, shadow work is also dealing with these dark entities because this dark persons or dark personalities or dark energies, wherever they are from within you too, because you have to learn them. Why? Because not everything is only love and light. Not everything in the world has been designed to this. You're going to, the more you go into the light, the more darkness you will discover, the more things you will find. But once you shine the light in there, you can provide one thing: healing. And now, once the healing of the darkness happens, so the consciousness vibrations and increase. You are a healer for that reason. First of all, though, you heal yourself within your own shadow work. And then the biggest part of the shadow work, you may recognize it or not, is helping others with their shadow work. This is how the process of shadow works does. If you're more interesting and if you need to do something about the shadow work, I'll dare you to do a shadow work on my own. There is a lot of like hmm, I described one of them a long time ago. You're taking a one page. Okay, and right in here, draw a line in the middle and put things that I'm good at it and things that I'm bad at it, and write it down. But no cheating, no lying. All right, it's your shadow work. You don't make jokes. You don't do crap like that. Honesty, right there. Once you do this, okay, you will see the things that you need to work on it. And take the sheet like this. You know the good stuff, the bad stuff. Put it in the front of yourself. And then begin to work on it. Some people, though, they cannot do the shadow work on their own. And that's what the um, individuals who understand shadow work, or you turning to someone who understands what you need to do as a shadow work, you turn to those people. That could be from spiritual coaches to twin flame coaches to uh, psychology professionals, and so on and so on. So this shadow work makes you a better person. Okay, there is a one problem with the shadow work, though, and I hope you understand it. The person that was you before the shadow work, and everybody knows you, including your own family. Okay, they have one version of you that they knew. When you begin to do your shadow work and you evolve, they will not accept you as the person who you become. They will accept you maybe down the road. Don't take it personally. You will save yourself a lot of pain. And I'm telling you this and sharing this with you because of personal experience, not because of anything else. I mean, at the beginning, I took a lot of shame. I took a lot of aggravations. I took, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you going crazy? Are you mad? And I'm like, I have to do what I need to do. I spent hours and hours in researches. I spent hours and hours to understand more of myself. Some of you have to go ahead and research the Sigma archetype people. And you need to understand that the master work improving himself more and fails more than the student, because the student receive informations like this. The master has to study the things on your own. And that's why when you become doing your shadow work, you begin the most powerful thing, master of your own self, with dignity and connection with the universe and God from within and the love from within, everything. And there is no more rewards of this shadow work that has been done than anything else. Personal experience of a shadow work is good to be shared, because once you've done the shadow work and you heal things from within you, you actually help others to heal as well. That's why I spoke to some other people and I tell them, you need to share this. Write a post, make an anonymous page, make something. Heal. You have a key of somebody surviving the fight from within. Okay? And that is why it's important to do what we do. I know some of you out there are doing a lot of inner work and connect with me. Some of you, I help you with your inner work as an astrologer, as a twin flame. I would like to say, thank you for everyone that last month they ordered astrology reading with me because it helped me tremendous. Okay, and here it's me. I'm giving you the best that I can for you guys. That's how it's a mutual understanding for us. All right. So, hi, Brenta. Um, Cosmos United, oh God, Dio, thank you for the live. I've been watching another one. What do you think is the law of the assumption good for manifesting the twin flame back? You need to stop asking for a manifestation of your twin flame to come back. It's also a part of shadow work. Okay? They will come when they do their shadow work. There is a divine time when they have to come back, if they have to come back. Okay? You are not in the control with this. God is. There is something called divine time. If they are not truth within heart, with their own soul, their soul is not truth with their spirit. Their spirit is not the truth with the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit says, like, to God, they're not truth. They're not ready. That is a key in there. And when you focus on your twin flame and you want to manifest them, okay, I mean, some people do a meditation for manifestation of your twin flame. Well, that is a manipulation. That is a something. Once you go into the shadow, you will see you trying to use the energy and your abilities to manipulate your twin to come to you. And if they're not ready, there's gonna be a huge problem in there. Huge problem. That's why premature unions they happens in the twin flames. They're bad as they can be. Okay, this right there, this shadow work for you guys. Do it. Be relentless of doing this shadow work. Sometimes I do my shadow work under the shower. When I shower, I kind of like take this darkness away from me and take all my dark thoughts and everything. I need more healing. I need to see what I don't see. I do my shadow work every day when I go out in the coffee shop because there I connect with my higher self, that inner peace from within. You need to understand you don't have an inner peace, you won't be able to do it. The shadow work. The inner peace is one of the critical things that you are going to need to do the shadow work, because within peace you can walk in within your own shadow and be proud of it. Oh, I didn't know this. Let me shine the light on it. Wow, that's interesting. How about here? Wow, look at this. I never thought imagined it. That's what this is. Let me put a one light here to know where I am. How about I'm gonna walk more farther? And you begin to shine and fire up your neurons in your brain, and you increasing your capacity, but with the inner peace. You are not in the inner peace, you won't be able to do it. You go out and you have this intense vibes and this intense energies, and you kind of like going blind, and you're like, what the hell? We all experience this. I mean, when the vibes are like this and they are present, and you are like, what the heck now? It's challenge time to challenge you. Are you going to keep your cool? I don't keep my cool sometimes. Most of the times I keep my cool. Okay. But if you know astrology, if you know my chart, I have a Mars in Taurus. Okay. And he's retrograde, which is the world, the warrior into the material world as a spirituality. But guess what? I got a yacht in there that points down Mars. But I got some squares. You come to me and you manipulate, or you tell me, or you order me things, or you kind of lie to me, and so on. Boy, are you gonna get it? I may not get it right away, but you need to understand that the energy of Taurus, especially Mars and Taurus, is like keep. Okay, I'll give you a chance, a second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th chance, and the 11th chance. There will be no chance because it's not working right. The soul warrior comes out and is like, enough is enough. And when that enough is enough comes in, it is, here you go, you're gonna get it. So that it's also part of the soul work and shadow works, because you and the shadow work, you're refusing to see the things from the first time. You refuse to see the things from the second time, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Why did you wait until the 11th? Why you didn't see it on the first time? Why? And guess what? There was something you didn't understood. Yourself and your surrounding. You need to understand that if your surrounding doesn't provide inner peace, especially inner peace within family, guess what? Most of you are married. Most of you went through a marriage or through divorces or something. Most of you understood that the reason you are not happy, there was no inner peace in the family. You couldn't do the shadow work and you get angry. You didn't know why you were getting angry in the family. That was what it was. You cannot do the shadow work needed for healing. That's what that is. But you will understand over the time, but doing the shadow work from within, what's going on. Okay? Some things, they're beyond your understanding. Some things are beyond everything that you knew. But you have to be relentless and fearless from within yourself. Okay? To do your shadow work. So now I can take some questions from you guys. So let's see here. Shadow work, and it's a period from where the dark energies attack. Yes, there will be attacks of dark energies, especially if someone was a product of indulgence, for example. That person, it's not grown. He doesn't know how to do things on its own. So now he turns into a darkness that creates some manipulations in everything. And it's like, I can't do it. Somebody has to do it for me. You probably see some people who are like this in your life because they can't do the shadow work. And the indulgence sometimes create these people handicapped mentally. And that's another things for it. But if the person realize this, and if some of you are like this, begin to do your shadow work. You will grow in there. You will grow out of this. You will begin to care for yourself. You begin to be independent. You're gonna step with 2 feet on the ground. You can go ahead, build your life. But guess what? You have to do the shadow work. Without the shadow work, you won't be able to do this. Protecting of yourself, it's boundaries, but there is a divine protection as well. Divine protection is when this kind of like energies can't have an access to you. They don't. There is certain point of time that divine steps into, and they can't. I seen it a couple of times in my life of these energies, and they are kind of having no access. Kind of like, I mean, I seen it. It wasn't pretty, but this is like somebody knocks out someone on the ground when they come in angry towards you, and all of a sudden they're trying to do something. Can you just stay still? And all of a sudden they just falling on the ground like, I mean, probably MMA went over there and knocked them down. And you're like, what the hell just happened? It's the divine. I seen it a couple of times. It's not pretty. And it's a lesson for people who have a dark energies or dark entities. It's like, um, go look at the light. And divine protection is very powerful. I tell you from this. So, especially if the person is well known. The person, if it's well known, he has to do his inner work, his shadow work to get up, to go ahead, look at it from within. I did a lot of shadow work in the past, maybe 6, 7 months. I had to go do shadow work with things that I never thought imagine I have to deal with. But there was a divine intervention that came to me. It's like, you know what, just we're gonna prepare you to cross over. What I mean crossover, you'll learn. Okay. I trust, I surrender, I let it go. There is nothing I can handle to it. And 3D life, things were rough. But the divine create everything, so I can be able to do what I do right now. But I have to walk with the divine through the shadow work of me and cross to these new energies that we have now. Some of you here, they pass through the same road or similar roads, similar experiences. And that's what you're here on this live chat. Because now you understand that the new vibrations, you're understanding the new way. Okay. And now your level of evolution and illumination, it's higher. And giving yourself and the divine a recognition of putting the good work. Go do something for yourself. Go and treat yourself with ice cream if you have to. Or go see a poor kids and go give them money. It's like, you know what? Let me treat you with an ice cream. Or give something. Do something. Do something for the divine purpose. Exchange that energy. Because the more you give, the more you're going to get. People who only knows how to take, they don't know how to give. And that is one of the shadow work of dark people with dark entities or dark energy, that they will see you giving, and when they begin to give, they begin to receive. And there is something in the Bible about the 10% of things. So imagine you give out a 10% of your daily time to the people. Do it. Do this 10%. Okay? Do something productive, something for the divine, something for the spirit. This 10% was people going to a church and helping church members. There was the time when everyone in the tribe was going to the shaman, and they had to give this 10% of their time. Okay, that's what this is. But if you look at it from within, that is the shadow work. People go to church to do their shadow work. They to understand God. They to understand what sin is. They to listen stories. They to get illuminated within God's mysteries. Okay. So more questions in here. And thanks for the love, by the way, guys. It's beautiful. Thank you. Um, Lisa, Brinta, Tamuna, hi. Thank you for being here. Ogadio, thanks for the life. Cosmos, what do you think the law already answered this? What about psychic attacks from a twin flame? Are those real? Psychic attacks could be real, and because they're using the energy and the connection from within to harm you, because what wants to harm you? Their ego, because you did not did something they want. They're reacting on a base of ego. That's what happens when you bring 3D mentality into a 5D. Usually those people, if you know those people, they get born back on some reason, or we talk about this, and this is an ego fight. And I said that in on the videos long time ago. Be careful how you hurt your twin flame, because later on you might end up healing him for a lifetime. You have no idea what the universe have for this. And psychic attacks is the worst thing you can do to your twin flame. Worst. The only good part of the twin flame in there is when you look into their shadow world and you ask them about the shadow world. When they are not authentic, when they are not accountable for their actions, when they're not truth. This is grinding shadow work together with the twin flame. Or once the twin flame decides to do something out, something unpredictable, then there is no point that to be. There's going to be a separation in order. I feel I can't contain his shadow. You don't have to contain his shadow. It's not yours. And here's again another shadow work for you, Cosmos. You're talking about his shadow. What about your shadow? See, again, focus. Focus from within you. Stop looking what your twin flame does their shadow work or not. Their actions will show if they do their shadow work. Okay? Maybe they did something bad, they realize they need to do their shadow work, and they come back to you and they confess everything from A to Z. Okay? That's what action is of twin flame. Other than that, don't worry about their shadow work. Okay? It's part of your shadow work, not to worry about their shadow work. You can worry about them, what they do in life. If they worry what you do in life, you'll support them if they support you. That's a part of twin flame. But if those parts are gone, then don't worry about anything at all. Leave everything to the divine. They know what they're doing. Trust me, they do. Oh, Dennis, thank you, dear. This is why so many quit this evolution process, purified by the fire of the blood blunts true. Exactly, Dennis. That's what it said. Many will enter, but only few can cross over. Many will enter. How many people got awakened as a twin flames? How many people they got awakened that in the past 4 or 5 years been talking about toxic relationship and personal disorders. Okay, is that a bipolar or a narcissistic or so on and on? Why? You understand that the boat twin flame and all these toxic revelations, that is a humongous shadow work. They came in because when we raise the vibrations in the earth, when we shine the light of things that nobody talked about before, we did a collective shadow work. You know how humongous is this? You know what the value of this is. Can you imagine increasing that greed of truth that we brought on the surface from the darkness? Twin Flames was in the darkness for all those years. Okay? But we find out that we don't just have a twin flame things. We have a toxic relationships. Now everything comes on the surface. The energies are increasing, and guess what? People who got illuminated, now they're gonna bring the next level of illumination. Shadow work. Love it. You gotta love this shadow work, guys. With love. Okay? You guys might not realizing the impact we do. But I want you to sit down with you for a minute and realizing what we're doing. We're helping the humanity to evaluate themselves, and we're helping the humanity for a better life. There is no more honorable thing like that. And love yourself about this. Love who you are. Let's see what's going on here. I'm losing my chat. Ironically manifest my catalytics from some mouth and affirmation. He's bang on. All right, Josh. Is this work sometimes that it's mirrored to the connection? Are both twins doing shadow work? Beloved Empress, yes, it could be. Sometimes that shadow work, it's done. That shadow work, it's kind of like you might have a glimpses of what they do in the shadow work. So, for example, some of the part of the shadow work, that is when they realize these limitations that they have. It's kind of like in a jail, and you may have like a dream like you are them and they get out of the jail, and you're like, what the heck? Well, that is a part of shadow work that they did, but it's reviewed to you to do it. Okay. Is the work. My twin flame contacted me yesterday. I sent to her to within the healing she needs. So happy she's now doing shadow work. Amen. Amen, CF. People who are afraid to contact you, though, they don't do their shadow work. Do you know why they don't contact you? They're afraid of the truth, that it's hidden in the shadow work. So if you have people who don't contact you, that's what the reason is. They haven't done the shadow work. They haven't put the light in there. Yes, it's a constant. When you see parts of your shadow, when it comes to negative thought, you can think it till you see it and give it the gratitude it has been done for you in the past. Exactly. Sometimes I feel like, what is this negative? What is this negative? What is that negative? And you're looking from within. It's like, okay, I gotta keep in peace. I have to go to my inner peace. And guess what? You maybe go to Bad Boys Blue. No, Bad Boys 2, I wanted to say, the movie, or Bad Boys. You saw, calm down. Yeah, you gotta calm down. You really have to calm down the things for you. Wonder Nanda. Hi from Fernanda, good to see you. Well, thanks. Thank you for being here. Marshall, thank you, sir, for being here. Appreciate you. Um, Dio, do you think shadow work is energy work and our shadow accepting the light? No. It's not about accepting the light, Dennis. No. Mm-mm. You combine the both two energies for illumination. You walk into a darkness, which is that represents your surrounding. You bring in the light in there, and you uncover things, which is illumination. It's not acceptance of the light. If you accept the light, you stay within the light itself. If you deny the darkness from within you, okay, you deny part of your existence. You can't be illuminated. But when you go ahead and use both light within the darkness, and you accept your surrounding, that you are in this shadow work, now you begin to be illuminated. But that illumination is a lot of people don't do it. They're looking for someone to give them the answers, which is okay. But even if someone doesn't give them the answers, they still have to walk the walk of their own shadow work, change. And the only change that really can happen, guys, I hope you get in it, is your actions into the 3D. Okay, this is the Jacob's ladder. You go up the ladder, you come down the ladder, you do things, and then you get up again. And came down and get up again. And that's what the cycle of the shadow work is. You go to a church or temple or a mosque, and guess what? You go, you hear the God's words, and now you get into the God's words that says, be helpful to others. Now those words have an impact in you. You're accepting them. And guess what? You see someone over in the street who is poor and he has no shoes. And guess what? You're like, you know what? Come with me. Let me buy your shoes. Go buy shoes. Now you illuminate yourself, you get the God word, and now you perform the action. That's what the divine looks for. That's a really proof I've done it, the shadow work. But just sit down and talk and don't make things and don't improve things and don't get into your actions. That is a problem. Okay. I hope that answered you, Denise. Let's see. Oh, Jenny, I'm sorry about that, but hopefully your PC gets better. Maybe it's a cable, all right? And shadow work is a full-time job, isn't it? Yes, it is. Just because you worked on yourself in your demons 6 months ago doesn't mean you stop. Yes, never stops. I continue to work on it on this. Yeah, you don't. Josh, what do you mean by occult forces? Can you be more specific? I'm missing something in the chat. The occult forces doesn't like twins. Some occult forces that, yes, they are focused of manipulating others and keeps others blind to make more and more money. They don't want to reawaken population because we will see right through their bullshit. And yeah, Josh is right at certain point. Okay. Um, Feeling a Nancy Drew moment only as a self-detective. Exactly. Self-detective. Okay, be a self-detective. This is like a Harry Potter have to go ahead and learn magic to defend themselves because nobody wants to train them. Yeah, I will go that way. Train yourself is the best way to learn things. I certainly understand your comments, and I have been going through this. Other interfere in the connections with my TF. Yeah, would someone interfere with your connections with your twin flame? And if your twin flame accept that, guess what happens? They breaking the bond with you to connect with people. And worst part is if your twin flame allowed someone to manipulate them about you. That is a part of shadow work, by the way, as well. Trust, surrender, and let go. Exactly, CJ. My inner child deserves my love and attentions before anyone else. Exactly. I feel drawn toward inner child healing and helping others heal. Yes, one of the main things in the shadow work is when I stated before is that inner child. You go back in there because in the inner child, when you go back in there, you reevaluate everything. You revalue your behavior, but your behaviors come from your course. We already talked about life here about this. Okay, I didn't give you the behaviors. I give you the core, which is more important than give you the behaviors. You can work on your behaviors all day long. All right, but your course is the thing that you need to do because the cores are holding by the truth. That is the truth in there. What is in your core? That's what your behaviors are. It is what it is. Like it or not, it is. Jesus, this exactly happened to me. Josh, lost. You need to understand that the other version of loss, it's called intimacy. Okay, if a person doesn't know intimacy, so he's lustful. But if the person has intimacy, he has something else in there. He's been done the shadow work of healing its lust. Boo. Another shadow work for you is Josh. Okay. Cosmos Q was manipulated. If your pure love was embodiment by the masses, the code forces will disappear overnight. No, they won't disappear. You need the occult forces. Come on. I mean, they're the shadow. You need the shadow, so they help you to get higher in the light. And you enlighten them that they can be a better shadow. You have to have a balance within the force without any kind of like killing to each other or whatever, because we can help them to evolve, but we can help them also to understand evolution. You need to understand that the people who are in the darkness of the occult, some of them, they want to be us. They're jealous of us because they want to be us. That is within their core program, within the soul. If you're looking at yin yang, all right, within the dark, there's a white spot. They have the love from within. But for one way or another reason, all right, that love within them, they don't evolve it. They feel like they don't deserve it. And the more they feel that they don't deserve it, they minimize it. Because they do more work of increasing the shadow from within them. They do the other side of the shadow work. They dimming the light from within. We are shining the light from within. But by shadowing their own light, they become illuminated. By we increasing the light from within us and our own shadow, we become illuminated. And sooner or later, the illumination is going to be the same. It's going to be the truth. And when that truth comes in, then is the real illumination with God. You will understand over the time. If you put Alex, thanks for coming to the chat. How come our free will can disconnect from the connection? What is the purpose? If the connection has to exist, then the purpose of that connection it's not exhausted. If the connection is disconnect, the purpose was exhausted. Alex, and sometimes the connection can. I mean, we all connected, but we are also all disconnected. We choose what to connect and what to disconnect. It's our free will to engage, to be our truth, to be the things or not. It's also a part of the shadow work. It's also a part of the things for it. My shadow work for it's forgiveness. Okay, to forgive. Yeah, but I didn't forgive people in my life. I was wondering why. Now I digging into my shadow work, and now I understand why I was not forgiving people. Now I know. Oh yeah, I know. Didn't get the permission to forgive. I wasn't allowed to forgive because I did not know the truth of what I need to forgive for. Since the beginning of me, I did not know the truth. And now I'm working on my shadow work to learn that. But guess what? The more I go into it, the more I find it out the same thing. No truth. And you dig in within the shadow work to find the truth. And that is the beauty of this shadow work to be done. Because once everything is truth, the statements are made, then you forgive. Because you learn the truth. You forgive yourself from within. And you forgive for the things that you did not know, which is also part of the shadow work from within. So it's the beauty of the shadow work. You have to love it. Love it. Give it the love to your shadow work. And you become illuminated from within. Hi, Christine. So the interference in my twin flame connection was jealousy, be psychic, who done blocking spell on us to keep our connection. Spells, magic work, and all the BS crap is real, because people put energy from on these things and they think that that energy will affect. Well, we need to understand that in 4D, the magical world, there is something. If you're in the 5D, the magic stays in the 4D. It doesn't stay and go move up to a 5D. Despite that sometimes between twin flames, one of the connections in the 5D, there is this still sneaking this energies of manipulations and things. You sense that something is not right with the connection. It's like, why did he do that? Or why she did that? Or, there was something foggy. You need to understand that is the bulk of manipulations that comes in. That it's about like, yeah, it's the fog, but what kind of fog? That is a 6D fog that happens within the twin flames to point out the darkness in the shadow work that certain things cannot cross over to 7D. But you learn it when you get into this new energies now with the new knowledge, the new things that come in it, the new awakening. Now everyone with the new energy, they're in peace. But everyone who is stuck in all the energies, you see them. Probably yesterday you went out walk and everyone was hyper, jumpy, angry, agitated, and you're like, what the hell? You feel those energy, but you kind of like don't want to engage them, right? You're like the whole world go crazy. Yeah, it is. But guess what? Now it's gonna be in this new cycle. It's gonna be the shadow work, the healing process, dive from within, doing realizations. You might be wondering, but there's gonna be a floodgate opened with psychologists and psychiatrists and so on. It's gonna be a flooding with healing people and all that stuff. It's coming. It's in the new cycle. Okay, you guys know already. I mean, some of you here, you definitely know because I can feel your energy out there. It's like I wasn't the only one who knew. I don't know who you are, but guys, yeah, love it. I love it. This okay. Dio just hit with 911. The number I saw while you were talking. Um, Yeah, I will look at it later on what 9/11 is. What does mean 9? Well, let me look. Okay. If you say it, it's got to be important. Meaning of 911 angel number. Okay, let's look at it. What that means. If you're seeing 9/11 in spiritual sense, it means angels are watching over you. There you go, Marshall. Here we go. The angels watching over us, and thanks God we have that. This and many of your life talks are powerful. The resonate feeling how shows we've been doing the work. Feels good to be alive. Thank you, dear. Working with shadow, make your art. Diana, listening us to many YouTube tarot cards readers can weaken your connection. Obsessed about your twin can also weaken the connection. Yeah, I want to make some point. If the universe sends you a tarot reader that reads energy that you need to look into, would you listen to it? Because I know some people who are pretty darn good with tarot because they use the universe to do their readings. Most of the tarot readings, however, I would say probably good 90-95% of them, what they said in there, it is their personal experience that they have in their life at the current moment. That's what they're reading. You will feel if a tarot reader is connected to the universe. You will know. Okay? You will definitely know. That energy of the universe, it's present more and more and more and more, and you will know it. All right? Because some of the tarot readers, through their experience, they learned to be doing the reading as a third party. What I mean by third party is because they went through their shadow work and they learned not to read a person's energy, not to read their own energy. They reading it from third party of the truth within universe. Okay, That's what the power is in there. But guess what? They probably got burned a few times. They probably have people, coming over them. It's like you're doing a bullshit. You manipulated me. You did this. Okay, because most of the people they go and they read a tarot. They read, for example, if that's you, you go to a tarot reader and tell them, "Listen, I need a reading about this, and this person." So now you give the information to the tarot reader of that person. And, okay, well, let's see what's going on. And guess what? They're going to read you, your energy about that person, not what the truth is. And most of the people watching tarot without sensing this, they believe from what they feel. But if your ego feels like this person hates me, the tarot reader is going to tell you, oh, well, this person hates you. Have we verified this? No, you didn't. But you believe on that. So you got to be very careful there with the tarot readers. Okay? I don't deny them. I didn't say they're bad. But I'm telling you the truth. Well, you need to look for it. Skeletons are scary. As long as there is no tower moment. Okay, CF shadow work is pulling a skeleton out of the closet. The guardian's wall they have. Deal with skeleton. You can conquer your wall. So many skeletons, so many walls, so much love. Work. Exactly. CF. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. God, I love this room. We're doing a good work, guys, here. And it's been an hour and 16 minutes. And I was wondering what the heck I have not been done. And guess what? I haven't done my smoke with you guys. So, okay, exactly. Listen to your intuition. Alex Sam, thanks to you. I've seen more twin flame tarot readers online more than I have had help diners. Yeah, well, you probably see more tarot readers about twin flames than information about twin flames. Very good question about tarot. Oh, talking about twin flames work. Okay. There's a lot of people out there. They do work within twin flames and they do work. And some of them, right, it's like make some sort of things that not proper. You gotta listen to yourself gut when it comes to what are you getting information about twin flames. Okay, because when the vibrations are bad, they're gonna hit you in your stomach, gut, and right there, you need to trust that feeling, your gut feeling in there. Okay, because that's when I'm gonna hurt you. All right, in your solar plexus chakra. That's also part of your shadow work from within. Because some people out there using the twin flame like marketing material, like a flyer. Okay, and be careful with this. All right, smoke cigarette time for me. And looking at for more questions and also ideas of tomorrow's topic. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? Exactly. Twin flame is an industry. Yeah. Some people turn it to an industry. It wasn't like this in the beginning. I mean, if you only twin flame coaches and that's what you do and you're helping people is okay. But after that, there was more and more things come up that weren't okay. CJ, trust, surrender, and let go is this tomorrow our topic. I think I probably have 30 videos on the subject of trust, surrender, and let go. I mean, you go and research there. I mean, I rather read to talk something about going towards the future. Um, Something that it's has better improvement. I had like sense that tomorrow maybe we can talk about healing, healing from within your soul and spirit. But that's up to you guys. Okay. I mean, I'm just a part of the group. Okay. I'm not the boss here, not the leader here. I want you guys decide. I'm just throwing it out there. Alyssa, great idea. Okay. I know you do, but it seems this is a topic that it's holding some in limbo right now. Always remember to be in gratitude and humble. I have noticed so many who have a sense think they're better than everyone else and quick to judge. Exactly. Financial codependence. All right, I'll take that. Financial codependence is needed because if you don't have a financial codependence, no inner peace. If you don't have no inner peace, how the hell are you gonna do your shadow work? Yep, I think that is a good topic, Brenta. You always kind of like a. Are you playing darts, Brenta? Are you good with darts? Maybe catching up the tens with blind eyes. Just throw it out there and you catching the tens. Guys, we have a lot of chat days, okay? We having a lot of chat days. I mean, um, you know, speaking energetically, the moon is on Sag. We can talk and talk and talk. I mean, we can maybe like put in. I got a like reading to do, and oh crap! I clean up my desk. I have to look what time I need to do a reading on it. So, healing the soul and talking to the universe. Man. Oh, Skywalker Ray. Wow. Oh, that right there is just wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you sense it. You sense what I was wanting to see the energy. Yeah. Force is strong with that one. Um, okay. All right. All right. Let's do this. Okay. We are going to talk about trust, surrender, and let go, and healing with universe tomorrow. I'm gonna kind of like combine them together. Are you guys up to that? Yeah. Maybe I can create a little forum for future live chat talks because I see that this live chat goosebumps. Yeah. Alex, go look my channel and you will see what the topics there were. Go into the videos and look at the last probably 10, 14 videos. And the chat is there as well, Alex. Exactly, we're souls, not labels. Exactly, but at the human point understanding, we put a label so we know where we are in the journey. Okay, that's what the labels are for. All right, so tomorrow we are going to do a trust, surrender, let go, and healing in soul. What is my thought in different soul ages? No, there is no different soul ages. We all have the same ages. Only thing it is when we all came in and to be the first from the beginning, we were given equal an opportunity to evolve. Some people decide not to evolve, and some people choose to evolve. And now, through over the incarnation times of the souls, we begin to have difference. But the age has no soul different. We all originated at the same time. So there he goes, Jeff. Thanks for the confirmation. I know you knew, somebody knew out there. I knew that. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. And we decided tomorrow is gonna be trust, surrender, let go, and healing and soul. And maybe we can use a little bit, distance healing. Maybe I'm gonna give you some little vibes of healing through the camera tomorrow. So but do your shadow work, guys, because looking into the shadow is to combine the light and the dark from within. You shine the light into the dark patterns from within yourself. You go into the journey of this shadow work. If you need a help of shadow work, I will suggest you to go ahead to the internet and go search shadow work. There is like a pamphlets that you can print out from internet for doing on your own. There is also a PDF files for the shadow work. If you feel that at certain times you cannot do the shadow work on your own, okay, that is the part when you going to need help. Don't be afraid to seek help. If that is a mental help, go seek mental help. If that is a spiritual help, go seek spiritual help. And if that is a energetic help, go seek energetic help. Whatever that might be, okay? But help is always given to those who ask. you don't ask for help, you're not getting the help. And that is also part of a inner work, you to ask for help. But if you made the confirmed decision that you're going to do your shadow work on your own, there is a guidelines out in the internet what to do properly, your shadow work on your own. If you guys want help, find me on the Facebook. I'll dig it up for you. All right. So this is what I'm leaving you today. I want you guys to be love, always love to yourself. Do your shadow work, illuminate yourself, and let's increase these vibes of the new way, okay? Because we have things to do, okay? And so the people who come with us and come after us, and the people that come after them, and so on and so on. We did a good job of awakening the vibrations of twin flames. There was a good job done with this toxic environment. Now this new energy is about healing. All right. So let's heal the shadow works. And guys, thank you so much for being here. And be love. Be love. Bye. Love ya. Yeah, we're a good team here. Yes, we are.